Good afternoon, Mr. Jones.
Now then.
Now then.
How's it going? Good afternoon.
Pronoun that to you as well. Happy Black History Month.
Yes, indeed. On the 1st of October as well. Straight in there. Beginning of the month.
Yeah, exactly. So you can use this at any time during the month. You can revisit it at any time, in fact. We're going to be celebrating it all month. This is the first of our live lessons for Black History Month. You can see down the bottom on the scrolly, adobe.ly/BHM25 for 2025. That's where you'll get the challenge, not the challenge page, the activity page. We must be correct with our vocab. And yes, before we dive into our focus for Black History Month, which is a new one for me, and I liked it. Let's just go through the rules very, very quickly. First one is that you can pause whenever you like. Thought you were going to come in with something.
No, I was pausing.
Oh, okay. Have any droll. Yeah, you can pause whenever you like. If you feel like we're going a little bit too fast, you can pause and then you can catch up whenever everybody's ready. That would be very important for people who are kind of newer to Express, for example, classrooms that haven't been using it so much. But if you feel like, you can keep up with the flow, we'll be going back and forth between myself and Mr. Jones. We'll both be doing a version of the same thing. I'll be doing it on the browser. He'll be going on the iPad. And we'll have slightly different styles, as usual. Some will have, heavier outlines than other people. That's generally how it works. Different fonts. But yes, pause whenever you like. And rule number 2, well, not really rule, is it? But what happens?
Make sure, guys, that you are registered. Teachers, don't just hop on the live stream. Use this link to register, adobe.ly/live lessons. Because at the end of the afternoon, about 4 o'clock-ish, let's say, give or take, you will receive an email with a certificate for everybody who's taken part today. So make sure that you're registered, or you will not get the email. You will not get the certificates.
Well, exactly. And recognition is so important in today's day and age. Right. Let's get, let me just get it up right up to the top and then put my activity page on the screen. There it is. Black History Month 2025. You can see the short link is on there too. It's on every single corner of the screen, BHM25. And if you've got one of those iPad-y things, you can open up your camera app. There it is, demonstrated by my assistant, glamorous assistant there. And then you can, when the camera app detects the QR code, you can tap that on the iPad and it will take you straight through to this page. Yes. Right. Let's have a look-see at what we're doing this month. Yeah, well, I suppose Black History Month, so it is all month. Right, activity number 1. This is a brand new piece of information for me. Unearthed from the underground by Mr. Jones. It's the Underground Railroad.
Oh, there.
But it's so confusing in the most delicious way.
There was no railroad, no. Yeah.
There was no railroad, yeah. It was all part of like a secret code. So let me just read this little bit to you. The Underground Railroad was a secret network of slavery abolitionists, people who wanted to get rid of slavery, safe houses and routes that helped enslaved African Americans escape to freedom in the northern United States. You can see those blue states up here, which were free states, not slave states. Very, very progressive of them. And Canada, you can see up there as well. And this was in the decades leading up to the American Civil War, which is like 1861, 1865. You were around then, weren't you, I think?
Oh, I was just a little whippersnapper back then.
Yeah, he was just a little bairn. And it was a secret social movement, not an actual train or tunnel system. And we'll get into that because there's some very interesting things. Secret codes, here they are. This is great fun. I liked it. But very important stuff going on here. So you can see the arrows of where slaves were using this Underground Railroad system to get away from slave states, which are in this kind of gray color here, and go into free states or into Canada or even down into the Caribbean as well. So
you say Caribbean?
No, I don't really. I would say Caribbean, but Caribbean would be more culturally sensitive, maybe. I don't know.
All right, oh.
Yeah. I suppose maybe the people in the Caribbean or Caribbean would probably say Caribbean themselves.
Oh, just that's Welsh that say weird then.
What do you say in Welsh?
Well, in Welsh it's Caribe.
Right, yeah. Well, in Spanish it would be Caribe. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there we go. Interesting.
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit more culturally sensitive here. So, activity 1, the Underground Railroad. Are you ready, Mr. Jones?
Oh, absolutely.
Born ready. That's what he was. Born ready. Right. Let's crack on with this then. So, we're on our Adobe Express homepage. And you can see that we have the usual kind of tiles in the middle here. You could do create a poster here, but actually I want one which is, I want an A4 landscape. That's what I'm going for here. So I'm going to press the plus in the top left.
Okay.
And go across to 16:9 landscape here. That's what I want. You can put, let's just show people things, A4 in there, and it says A4 landscape or A4 portrait. Well, landscape is like a letter, you know, so that's how I think about it. Letterbox. A4 portrait is a stand-up one. I'm going to go for A4 landscape, or you can do that 16:9 that I had on the screen before. Right. First thing that we always do, Mr. Jones, is we name ours. So we're going to do BH M Railroad, I'll call mine. There we go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is start to set up my page. Now, when you think of like a railway station, what colors come to mind?
Colors.
Yeah.
Grey. They're concrete.
They're like old, yeah, but I don't know. In my head, like the old school ones, I'm thinking like sort of like a foresty green.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just agreeing. That's fine. You can agree. Right. So I'm going to go to background color. I'm going to go to more colors. Oh, I don't want to create a color palette. Leave me alone.
Threw me for a loop there, Dom. Like, what color comes to mind when you think of a train station? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm thinking like a muted green.
Concrete grey. That's what I was
Well, there you go. Now, I'm going to start off with a title. I'm going to call it the Underground Railroad. So I'll go to chair. Chair. I'll click add text on the left-hand side. There we go. Add your text. The Underground Railroad. Okay, now, what am I going to do first, Mr. Jones?
You're going to sort your font out.
No.
Dynamic?
Of course I am.
Cool.
I'm going to add the text. Of course he is. I'm going to click that. I'm going to go to dynamic. Yeah, nice. And then I'm going to
railroad.
Yeah, then we got railroad. Then I don't have to be messing around then. I'm going to stick it right in the middle. But you know what? I would quite like this to stretch a little more. So if you wanted to stretch out kind of across your page, you can see the 3 dots here. This 3 dots is full of loveliness. Click it, and then you can go ladder spacing.
Oh, now that does make me think of kind of railroady, kind of spaced out.
Well, you keep that in your head, mister.
Yeah.
Right, maybe not so much actually, because there is something that I quite fancy doing later. So maybe I'm going to have a little bit of space either side of my title there. Now, recommended fonts. Let's go in there and take a look. See. Well, actually, this first one, that's pretty good. That does not. Do these kind of colors not remind you of like, and the fonts remind you of an old school train station?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can go into there and you can, you know, change it up slightly. Don't think it was as good as my last one actually. So I'm going to use my back button. There we go. I like this one. Now, sorry, go on, carry on.
A good stencil kind of feel to it.
Yeah. Well, I suppose back in the day, all signs were hand painted, weren't they? So maybe they did use stencils and the like. I'm going to make my text black, and then you can see the one next to it is the outline color. And just to keep him happy, so he doesn't tell me off, I'm going to click that one, and I'm going to make that white. And then next to it is another button of loveliness called outline thickness. Click it. I usually go about halfway. He normally just goes right to the top, and I just don't even think that's a good idea. But anyway, and we'll go there. So, I mean, there's 3 things that you can do to, you know, get started right now You're looking for a background color for your graphic.
Yeah.
You're looking for text, and then make your text look its usual splendid self. Let's get you on there.
All right, here's the iPad, guys. We're on the homepage of the iPad app, the Adobe Express iPad app. And Dom didn't touch any of the cards on the homepage. He went to the blue dot all the way up there in the top left-hand corners. Give it a tap.
Oh,
yeah. A4 landscape. So I'm just going to type in the search box A4 search. And I'm going to go for landscape there, A4 landscape. Right. Now, I'm thinking of a kind of maroon color when I'm thinking of.
Yes. You see, I'm playing the game. That's a good one. It's like a muted old school color.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to background color. That's right up there on the top in the middle of the gray ribbon across the top. Click on background color. And then more colors at the bottom. And there is, here we go. There's a nice maroon here. Look.
Ooh, that's lovely.
Maybe that's a bit too dark. Well, it's not changing at all at the moment. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. Right. And then let's get some text. T for text. Add your text.
Yes.
The underground railroad. My keyboard's hiding the text box, which is a bit funny, but it doesn't matter. There we go.
Yeah, I saw that out.
Underground railroad. Now then, let's bring that up. And let's add the dynamic text layouts. Text layouts are here. Just here. And we're going to go to the middle button, give it a tap. And we're going to go dynamic. There we go. Dynamic. And yeah, so you just have the Underground Railroad or the Underground Railroad. I think that makes sense. Oh, let's do that. Pop it there. Now then, let's go finding a font. Let's find a font. Scrolly.
What have you found?
I don't mind this one. This is quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. Mozilla Headline Regular. Nice. Right, let's go back. Let's just check. Does it have any other? No, I don't think it does. See? No, it's only got the regular. That's fine. Right. No, I quite like the white text with this dark maroon background. So I'm going to keep as white, but I am going to add an outline to it.
Yes.
I'm going to go for maybe a kind of mid-gray.
Yes.
And then bring the outline thickness about halfway. I don't usually go all the way to the top. I think that's a little bit too much. So there we go.
Nice.
Oh, and hang on. And then Dom also did this. 3 dots, elector spacing.
Yeah, give yourself a little bit of space either side, though, because we might use that later.
Okay, there we go. I think I'm done. I'm just going to get it all nice and centered, but you carry on with the next bit.
Yeah, you need to center that. Can't move on until you center it. Right. Okay, let's get that nonsense off and get the good stuff on. Right. So what we got here is Underground Railroad. Now, what I've done is I've gone into Elements, which is down on the left-hand side. I've selected Design Assets, and I've put Steam Train in there. Now, there are not as many as I thought there would be for Steam Train, but there is this one here. I don't know if you can see it. This one here. Now, this one's fascinating. I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to scale it up so it goes from one side all the way to the other. Right. Now, I don't need all of these. In fact, I don't even need nearly all of these. I, in fact, need half. But these are like loads of different like variations on trains and steam trains and stuff like that. Now, I'm looking for something which, you know, we were talking about this being this kind of Underground Railroad being around the 1850s, which is quite a long time ago. So you want an old school train. You want like a steam train. Now, this one in the top right here is pretty good. So with all of these trains on there, you got the side handles here. See you later. Don't need any of those. And then also, I only need that one at the top. So I can also do the same here. Boosh. Mighty boosh. And it's right there. Right, now that I've got that, I'm going to stretch it on side to the other. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And then I'm going to bring it up to the top. What the blazes are you doing, boy?
Bit windy work thing.
Hey?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. But what I want to do here is I want to start playing around with it, because the Underground Railroad was all part of the secret code for the Underground Railroad, because it wasn't actually a real railway, tracks, anything like that. So we're kind of going to play around with that by going to opacity, bring the opacity down, and then maybe you could screen it. Yeah, I like that, because it kind of makes it a little bit more ghosty, because it wasn't a real thing. And then, finalement, finally, we're going to take this layer and we're going to bring it under our text. So it just kind of pops out underneath. That was nice. That was a bit of niceness. Have a little go at that.
Okay.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. So I'm just in Design Assia and I was just searching for train track, because you could put some track in.
Yeah, track would be another good one as well.
Yeah.
There is a good one if you just put railway or something. There are some good train tracks there, and you can crop those out as you.
I do quite like this. This guy here.
Oh yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think once you start putting it behind the text, you kind of need to have something maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I take your point.
You make your choices.
Unfortunately, when I'm pressing the bin here, this isn't going anywhere. So let's just.
What the blazes?
This for just train in here. Train.
Yeah, there is a very good one for train track, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna grab this one here. I like this. This is cool. I'm just gonna do
nice
something like that. I think. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, cool.
Opacity,
you could mirror it on the other side.
Multiply screen.
Oh, screen's the one, isn't it? That's the one.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I think I'm quite happy with it like that. I'll see if I've got that. If that gap is bothering me later on, maybe I'll do something about it. But right now, quite like that as it is. So
yeah.
Oh, I can't delete this. 3 dots. Let's try 3 dots. And no. Right. Let's just move it off. Let's just.
Yeah, I think.
There we go.
Yeah, you might have to refresh while everyone's not looking.
Done. It's fine.
Yeah. Right. Tell me which one you think is best here. I put the train track on there.
Oh.
Didn't mind that. I thought that was decent.
Oh, that is.
But that's where is it? This is my other one. What do you think? Which is the best?
I prefer the train.
Do you? Right. I'm gonna keep it. There we go. Might just put it right there. Okay, cool. Now that we've got a kind of a header, right? What we're going to do is we'll go to our activity page. And if you need a Google Doc, because you find it easier, definitely for an iPad, and a Google Doc is a good idea. But what we want to do is we want to copy this little bit of explainer text here. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000, that's 100K, that's what it means, K is 1,000, 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. Brackets, it wasn't a real train. Right, so I'm going to copy that, and then I'll go backseat to here. I think I'm going to select my text. I think I'll go to 3 dots and duplicate it, just so it's got the same stuff, same fonts and all the rest of it. And then I'll paste in all my words, right? But instead of it being dynamic, I think I'll take that off. Don't want it. Do I want it to be dynamic? No, go to default. This one here, click default. And then it'll go into kind of upper and lowercase again, with capital letters at the start and stuff. Now, I don't think I'm going to do an outline here. Wow. This is going to blow minds. I'm going to take that off, because instead of that, I'm going to go to effects. You can see there, effects.
Yeah.
And then I'll scroll down. And if I go to view all on shape, view all, and then show more, then you get this one here. And the beauty of this one is it goes right across the page. So I click that. Look at that. Nice.
I like that one. It is a good one.
It is a good one. And then I'm going to go on.
It always looks neat, you know?
It looks neat, doesn't it? Because it doesn't matter what you do with the text.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I say that, but then often it doesn't. It just doesn't click there, which is weird. I don't know why it does that. It always makes it go side to side, which is good. Now, in terms of the size of the text, I've gone back to edit here, and I can bring it down, 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 bring it down. There we go. It just popped onto 2 lines. That was good. So I can put that in there, and then if I want to, I could put a white outline on there. Do I want to? I don't think it makes any difference here, really. Yeah. Let's bring the outline thickness up. Well, a little bit. I suppose it just keeps it in the same style, I suppose. It's just a very, just a little delicious hint of what's going on there. And if you want to change, I mean, it's giving me that yellow, which actually works really well, I think, in this kind of muted color scheme. But if I want to change that, I have to go back into shape, click the slider here, and then shape fill. I mean, I could try that kind of sort of muted red. No, it's not nearly as good. Maybe the blue. Yeah, so train blue. Yeah, that's pretty good. That or the yellow is the one I'm going for. There we go. Doesn't feel like it's particularly clear to read, though. I don't know what you think about that.
No, maybe switch your font color and the outline color around so that it's white.
Gosh, that was a one-click wonder. Look at that. What a piece of advice that was. Use the arrow key there. And that is much clearer. Look at that difference. Beauty. Nice one. Appreciate that. Right, let's get you in there. Let's see what you've got going on.
Okay. Right, let's go and open up this activity page. There it is. Here it is. And we're going to open up the Google Doc. So on the iPad, to open up the Google Doc, just hold your finger down. Long press on the button. Long press. And then it'll say open in background. That second one. Open in background. And see up at the top now, I got another tab. Okay. Tap on that new tab. Here we go. Here we go. So I want this first sentence. So I'm just going to double tap on just any one word of it. So, for example, secret. Tap, tap. There we go. And now I can use those little blue dots to choose all of it like that. Once you've got your text selected, then we're just going to long press anywhere on that blue selection. Long press and copy. Nice. All right. Over to Express. Here we go. Which is
nice time for a refresh.
For some reason. Okay, you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can see the recent projects. There it is down there. Give it a tap. Okay. Right. So let's T for text, right here next to my head. T for text. Give it a tap. Add your text. And I'm just going to paste it in here. All right. So to paste.
Have you got a paste button somewhere?
Yeah. Here. Not the scissors. Not the white paper next to the scissors, but the black clipboard, third icon along here. Give it a tap. Paste. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Right. Now then, it isn't in my font, dude. But if I go to my font drop down, which is just here on the left hand side, it'll say in use. You can see, and there it is. There's my Mozilla headline regular. So I'm gonna give that. There we go. Cool. I like that font. It's good. Right. Let's get a shape behind that. So go to Effects. And I'm going to just go down to the bottom to Shape. And I'm going to go View All. So Dom used one of these. Okay. Now, you could try different ones out. And maybe I'm going to go for this one here. This one here. Yeah, I do like this one. It's like a little kind of ribbon type of thing. Now, what I'm going to do is change the color of that ribbon to the same color as the outline, my darkest gray. There we go. So that is the gray that I've got. Oh, Dom's gone. That's the gray that I've got there around my text. So I'm going to just bring the size of that down. And then I'm going to pop that into place. Now, you can use the long handle
Oh, nice. I like that one. That's good.
Oh, you're back. Where'd you go?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. The internet went, I think.
There we go. So just bring it into place like this, something like that, maybe. I quite like seeing. I was thinking of just having one side of the shape.
I think it's better like that. I think because it reminds me of kind of like a train ticket, actually.
Yeah. It's kind of This just accidentally looks better than I thought it would. And then my idea was to pop it behind. So if I use my layer stack all the way over there on the right hand side, bring that behind my title. Because what I like is this effect of the outline of the text kind of melting into the shape behind that text. I think it's kind of a cool.
Oh, love a melt.
Now then, I'm going to just play around with the shape a bit more, but I wanted to kind of. This is what you're going to do then. You're going to play around with the corner handles and the long side handles. And the negative space there actually gives us kind of an arrow, doesn't it, at the end of it? This negative space here looks like there's an arrow pointing off the page. So yeah, quite happy with that. There we go. What's next, Bob?
All right, good stuff. Let me get sharing again because it took me off. Right, there we go. We're on. There we go. Remove and add. Okay, cool. Right. So if we go back to our tab here, the Underground Railroad. So what was it? It was a kind of a secret network of people and places and safe houses and guides and enslaved people escaping to these free states you can see in the blue up here. And so we've kind of got three kind of things we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on key people, secret codes, and journeys. Right. So I'm just going to copy key people just because I don't want to type it. Can't be bothered. Right. So let's go T for text, add your text. It's giving me the same font as the last one. I'm going to paste in my new text. I'll make this dynamic because it'll make it easier, I think, in the long run. But then also, I think I'm going to put an outline of black on it. There we go. I think I'm going to change that outline thickness to about 50 odd, something like that. And then that'll be my first one there. And I can maybe flip around the colors if I think that would make sense. Maybe, not sure. We'll see. But once that's done once, right, go to the three dots and you duplicate it. And then this next one is not a key people. It's secret codes. You see, that's why doing it dynamic is brilliant, because then you don't have to be messing around with where it sits on different lines and stuff like that. It just works out perfectly. Okay, there. So you've got key people, secret codes, and the last one, duplicate. Bring it over here. Now, as luck would have it, I've got 3 carriages in my train up here. And I'm kind of using them to space this out, you see. It's just little secrets of, like, pro designer tips that you'll pick up. Mr. Jones will get them soon. And then this one is going to be routes and journeys. Okay, and then just shape them, but not. Now you don't have to be too worried about whether they're the same size, but you should really try and get them to be on the same kind of level. That's definitely a good thing. And sometimes the levels will look a bit different, so you just have to eyeball it a bit. So we've got key people, secret codes, routes, and journeys. Now, I won't pass over just yet because I think we need to do something a little bit more exciting. So, more exciting. Can you believe it? Now, so back in the 1850s, right? You wouldn't have any printers and stuff like that. Well, certainly not home printers anyway. But you'd probably be carrying secret codes, maybe either in your brain, in a secret notebook, or maybe on a piece of papier, a piece of paper. So what I'm going to do is going to go to Elements on the left-hand side, Search, Design, Assets, and I put Old Paper. Okay, nice. So I'm looking just for like an old piece of paper. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get this one in here. Now, this has got loads to choose from.
You're going to do it in the most complicated way possible, guys.
Yeah, that's the best way to do everything. So, which one am I going to do? I think it's going to be the top right one. So I'm going to
bottom left.
Yeah, that's a good shape as well. But I was worrying about whether that shape would work in my kind of layouts. So, and then I'm going to spin it. Secret codes. You see? Oh, look at that. It's got a little bit of text down there that I'd missed. So I'm going to have to use my little crop handle to bring that in as well. There we go.
Just pop it away.
Yeah, just tighten this all up a little bit. And then, so I've got it at the moment. It's on top of my text. Now, if I try and center that, that's slap bang center. Perfect. Look at that. And then in my layer stack on the right-hand side, all I have to do is bring it down under secret codes. And then bosh, that comes out on top.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll take you to there. And I'm going to do another couple of beautiful design assets here. But let's go and see what Jonesy's got going on with these pieces of text and like a design asset or two.
All right, okay, let's go. T for text. There we go. Add text. So I'm just going to type it in. So we've got key people, secret codes, and journeys. Okay, key people. Let's just type that in. Key people. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, bring that down into position. That's I'm going to pop it onto 2 lines. So I can pop it onto 2 lines by using the long side handle like this. Great. And I'm going to keep it, there we go. I'm not going to use dynamic. I'm going to keep it like that. But I'm going to center the text. So we've got the alignment button down here. Next to the U, the underline U, we've got the alignment. There we go. I can go through alignment options. I'm going to go for center align. Right. So time to duplicate. 3 dots, duplicate. Secret codes. Secret codes. There we go. And then journeys and what?
Roots and journeys.
Oh, roots and journeys, right. Roots. Now then, and is shift and 7. Shift.
Yes.
And journeys.
What's the technical term for that?
An ampersand.
Yeah, I know. That's just such a crazy word.
Well,
it's Welsh, isn't it? You're going to tell me it's Welsh. Honestly, leave it alone.
It's not. It's actually, it used to be called and, per, se, and. You know, like per se. A lot of people say,
okay.
when they sound posh, they say, per se something.
Right.
So ampersand used to mean and, per se, and.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it's like and, as in and. That's what that word, people used to say that. And it just got turned into the name for it, which is nonsensical, ampersand. Anyway, yeah. And do you know how the shape of it was invented?
It was in, I think it was in Ruthin in the 1600s by a Welshman, actually.
You're going to like this because you are an European linguist.
Go on.
Actually, just a capital E and a T stuck together really tightly. So it's French X.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so if you see an
ampersand, you know some random stuff, man.
Yeah, if you look at an ampersand in different fonts,
it's an E and a T.
Some of them, it is really obvious that it's an E and a T.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, none of these ones that I can show you right now. But anyway,
it'd be great in a pub quiz. You would.
Right, there we go. So there's my text. Happy with that. Just going to spread these out a little bit. There we go. And now let's go into elements, design assets, and I'm just going to search for old paper. And that first one is absolutely fine for me. Tap. There we go. And then let's just pop it into place. Now I'm bearing in mind here, I mean, is Dom possibly going to duplicate this? I don't know what he's going to do. So I'm going to keep some space. Right, let's send that all the way to the back. So you could use the layer stack, or of course you can 3 dots, send to back. Now that I've done that, I think my secret codes text needs to be in black. There we go. All right.
Cool. Okay. Right. Let's get back here. Right. So what did I do? For roots and journeys, let me delete that. I went into design assets. So to get there, you want to go elements. You want to go into design assets, and I put path in. I was thinking, back then they didn't have, the roads weren't particularly good in 1850. They weren't like your motorways of today. So I was looking for like an old school road. I thought this one was quite good actually, with the kind of, I would imagine they'd probably be taking some very rural roads. But I went down even further and found this one, and I thought that was good. So I brought that across, and what I want to do is I want to kind of have it all the way down top to bottom on this. So I'm going to pop that there. Now, I don't mind that it's overlapping at the bottom of the page. That's fine. I also don't mind that if it overlaps at the top of the page. But the only thing there is you're going to need to make sure that it goes behind your text. So it's going to go underneath that blue shape that we put on that text. And then I thought, well, it's quite sort of, it's dominating that kind of dark brown color. So an easy way to get rid of that is have it selected, go to opacity, and then you can go to screen. And I thought that blended in much nicer.
Yeah, it does,
you can, you bring the opacity down if you want. That's good. And then the last one for key people. I searched for key. Didn't find anything I particularly liked there, because once you put text on top of it, it kind of, it doesn't really work so well. And I was thinking, well, and then I tried padlock. I didn't really, spell it right. And I didn't find much there. But if I actually just searched for, well, actually, this is not true at all. Padlock. This is the one I found when I just put lock in. And I thought that one was decent, actually. Because I thought key people, well, they're people who can help you unlock things, get you in the right situation. And that is one of the secret codes, because people who were guides who could help people escape from slavery were called conductors. And we'll do a bit of that in the secret codes. But I thought key people they can be people who can unlock things for you, like a route or a way out of slavery. So I make sure that I bring that down and it goes under key people. So there we go. I've got my 3 kind of places where I'm going to put some text on after this. So do you want to stick another couple in there?
Yeah, cool. Okay, so I've searched for arrows, because that graphic you've got is really cool. And it shows, all of the arrows, the way that people used to escape. So maybe for routes and journeys, I'm going to grab some arrows, maybe something like this.
Yeah, cool. Because that's like on the graphic on the activity page.
And then...
Yeah, very cool.
To the northeast, that seems to be like the way that they're going. So I'm going to just turn it so that it's kind of pointing up and to the right. Seems, you look at that map, that seems to be kind of the general direction. Yeah, maybe that's too big. Right, let's do that. Okay, and now I'm just going to pop that to the back behind my paper as well. 3 dots, center back. And then let's try screen on that. Let's try multiply on that.
Screen and bring the opacity, I reckon.
Yeah, screen and opacity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. I like that. And then key people. What about a silhouette? What about spelling silhouette?
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
People, So if you don't know how to do something, guys, top tip, start spelling it and then see if it suggests it to you. So there it is. Silhouette. There we go. That's the one I want. Silhouette. Not a horse. Right, here we go. Some people would be good, So there's lots of good ones here. Let's see.
I mean, you could like detective or something, and then you could make it into.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Who knows all the secrets.
There's lots of good options here. I'm gonna go. I think there was one here where they looked a bit kind of dressed in old-fashioned clothes. I think this is a wedding. But yeah, there we go. Down the bottom there, there's some options. And I think this one is my boy. Let's go for
that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, people who can help out.
Yeah.
There you go. Very cool. Nice idea, that.
Right, cool. There we go. And again, let's just bring the opacity down. And I'm going to pop
that's a good idea.
Up to the back. Now, I do have, and I may as well just address it, because maybe some of you spotted it and you're like, oh. Look at that. That is the box of somebody's foot in the one above that I cropped out. I can't crop further down as I'm cropping the top of my dude's head up. So, if you've got that, just use the erase button. It's the orange up here. Orange and something. I don't know what that, but what is it? Like a
Orange in a bottle.
It's an orange juice bottle with an orange on top of it. Okay, and now I can just rub my finger over that little bit that I want to get rid of. Bam, and it's gone. Done.
Nice.
There we go.
Okie dokie. Right. Let's do the last bit of this graphic here. So, actually, maybe my lock. I forgot to do a bit of screening on that as well. Maybe bring that's better. Okay. So now we're going to go back to our page here, and then key people. So we've got Harriet Tubman led over 70 people to freedom, nicknamed Moses. So let's go back here. And maybe I'll go T for text, add your text, paste my text in. Don't forget, there's a few ways to do it. You can use the keyboard shortcut of Control and V, or you can use the 3 dots and do paste in there. And then I've got my text here. Now, you will have to make a choice here. I think I'm probably going to do dynamic because it's just easier. I'm going to go, and then it will always resize. There we go. Harriet Tubman. Let's put her in there. Let's put an outline on it, make it black. Now, is that working for me? White text with a black outline, or do I want black text with a white outline? I think the white outline is better for this. Nice. Now that I've got one of those done, I can select it, 3 dots, duplicate, bring that second one down, have it in roughly the same place. And using, you can see that, did you see the pink align? I got 3 pink, even more pink alignment lines there. And then I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to looking for Frederick Douglass, escaped slavery and spoke out for freedom. So let's triple click in this box. And here you can go 3 dots and paste in there. And look at that. You've got 2 perfect boxes with all your text in. And if it's because it's dynamic, you see, you can always make it a bit bigger. So you can make sure you've got Frederick Douglass on kind of 2 lines. You can stretch it out if you like, I'm just trying to make it fit the exact box of width of the box above. That's good. And then you do the same kind of thing. So secret codes. So go to 3 dots, duplicate, bring this one over. We've got 3 secret codes that we're showing here. So share this tab, stations, safe houses. So I can grab that, copy. Now, wrong place, this one. Okay, so 3 clicks in there. And then paste that one in. Now for this one, I thought it'd be quite cool actually if we got a little icon to put in there. So I've made my box, a little bit of space on the left-hand side, and then I can go to Elements, scroll across here to Icons, and here we can go for Station. Ooh, there we go. Look for a station. Now, I wasn't sure which one kind of made me think more of a station, really. I think because this is just a train, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this one, would you recognize that as a station? This one here?
The track in front of it, And
yeah. All right. Let's do that one. Right. It's put it in as white. Did I like that? I don't think I did, actually. I'm going to make it much smaller. Pop it next to my text. There we go. And then over on the left-hand side here, you can change that fill color to black. Nice. Now that I've done that once, I'm going to do that for another 2 times to get my conductors and guides on there. Jones, it's over to you.
Yeah. Right. Okay, here we go. So let's sort out the key people. So I'm going to duplicate this text box. No, I'm not, because 3 dots isn't working. Okay, fine. Let's go and grab this information about Harriet Tubman. Double tap on Harriet and then just choose all of that text. Long press, copy. Skip back over to Express. T for text, just here next to Dom's head. T for text.
Yes.
And there we go. And I'm going to paste it in using the paste icon, which is down there, the black clipboard. Give it a tap. Bam. Done. Right. Now, let's sort this out. Let's just, there we go. Something like that. Right. Now, this is looking quite clear, actually, over that. I can read it quite easily, which is good. But just to help me out later on, let's put that grey outline on again. So 3 dots. There we go. And I'm going to bring that right up to the thick as possible. Yeah, great. Something like that is good. Can I get away with bigger font? Maybe I could, but I'm going to leave it there. I think it's clear. It doesn't need to be any bigger. Right, can I duplicate it? No. Okay.
No.
So,
Oh dear.
no. Right. So let's grab Freddie D, Frederick Douglass. One S was not enough for Frederick Douglass.
No, Douglas needed one more.
One more S. Frederick Douglass. This is his name. Right, so let's. Sounds like a tiger being let down, doesn't he? Right. I'm going to add my text. T for text, add your text. Push. And then let's black clipboard it. Paste it in. Okie dokie. Now, it would have been easier if I'd have been able to copy and paste, but for some reason my iPad isn't behaving. So I can't even copy, because there's copy and paste style as well, which is cool. But I can't do that. I can't open the 3 dots. So that's size 20 font. So let's just bring this down to size 20 font as well. It would be good if I could see the numbers in there, and I can't. Let's do that. 18, 19, 20. Oh, well, that's not the right size, is it? Right, okay. Fine, and then let's get an outline on there. Bam. Darkest grey you got, please. Lovely. Right. I think.
Oh, good. Nice. Well, do you want to reboot and I'll do the next bit?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, okay. Right. Let me just get in the right place. Share this stuff instead. Back here. Add to stage, remove, and there we go. Okay, so I've got all my secret codes in. Boom. So all I did for that was, so if I do this last one again for you, so I do conductors and guides. Now that I've got a piece of text, I can 3-dot it, duplicate it, and then this last one was, what was this last one? Passengers. There we go. Passengers equals people escaping. So copy that. Go back here, 3 clicks in there, paste it in however you like, paste, there we go, passengers equals people escaping. Because it's dynamic, it's going on to 3 lines beautifully. And then if I go over to elements, in icons I search for passenger, and this one was great, 2 people with a suitcase. That's perfect. So it comes in white. Let's change the color to black so we can see it properly. And then change the size of it to bring it down to roughly sort of the same as other people. There we go. Okay, they're my secret codes. All done. Last but not least, routes and journeys. Well, do you know what? For this one, I thought, well, maybe I won't do so much text and I'll use the icons in order to make it obvious what it means. So if I go back here, people traveled by night. They followed the North Star, and many escaped all the way to Canada, where slavery was banned. Right. So we've got night, North Star, and Canada. So if I go back here, I've got my kind of pathway that we put in before. So in icons, why not stick to icons? You can do. I mean, you could also go into all. And so here we could put night. What are we going to get? Well, design assets has got all sorts of funky stuff in there. I'm not sure any of them make me feel very clear that it's nighttime, as much as if I go into icons. This is much clearer, I think. So this one with the moon and a star and a couple of clouds, I like that one. Pop that in there. What color? Maybe I'll keep that one white. Yeah, why not? That's fine. Then the other one was they followed the North Star. So now I will go back here, and in here I'll go North Star. Oh, there we go, North Star. Now, I mean, it seems so obvious, But I mean, I didn't actually kind of appreciate that the North Star is where north is. So that's where it is on a compass. So I thought actually a compass actually looks like a star, doesn't it? So let's put that in there.
Yeah.
And then you can change over whether you think that should stay in white or whether we can, alternate, and that one can go to black. That's good. And then the last one would be here you could go to elements again. And then if I put Canada in here, what am I going to get? Aha! Now, what is this, Mr. Jones?
The maple leaf.
The maple leaf of Canada, the national symbol. It also got a Mountie in there, which is cool as well. But I like, do you know the one I like is this one? Ooh, this one's even better. It's got like a heart. Let's get it. Oh, peace, love, and hugs there. Let's give that a click. And then I can bring that down. So a good place for them to go would be Canada, where slavery was banned. And do you know what? Because it's red, because it's a heart. Sorry, maybe I'll make it red. Let's have a little pop of color. The red theory, where if you have something red in somewhere, it just makes everything look really nice. There we go. That's beautiful. I'm happy that the Underground Railroad, a secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. You've got your key people down there. You've got your secret codes with some icons in as well. And you've got your routes and journeys, nighttime, following the North Star, and getting yourself into Canada if you can, where slavery is banned. All righty. I'm happy with that. Mr. Jones, would you like me to show you how to share, or should we take a quick peek at what you've got?
Oh yeah, you can come over if you like.
Come on then, let's see what you got.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit behind, but I'm having fun here with design assets.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this, and then my plan was I'm probably going to use the old multiply on these.
Right.
That's kind of been the vibe we've been going for here. It just kind of tones it down, doesn't it? It tones the why out like that. Just tones the image down so that it blends in more. I won't do everything else there now, but that's where we were getting on with it.
Okie dokie, right. As always, to share your work or to download it, you can go to the download button in the top bar there. Give it a click. If you're going to print it out, then might as well select PDF print, which is the best for printing, and then click download. It will download to your device, or you can click share. You send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. You've got Google Drive, OneDrive here, or you can create a view-only link. You can click that one, and then down here it says create link, and it will create a link which anybody can have a look if you send it to them. Okie dokie. Right, let's go back here. Do you know what? That was fascinating. I really loved doing that. That was great. Yeah. And I loved it so much, in fact, that activity 2 is where we take this to the next level. That is exactly what we're going to do here.
There are some words in your vocabulary that I feel that I have changed forever. Level is one of them. An element.
It's Lefel, isn't it, in Welsh?
Yes, level. Yeah.
Level. Yeah, I love it. Right. But excuse me. In order to do this activity 2, I do not want to disturb what we did in activity 1 because it was so good. So what I'm going to do here, if I go back to this page now, is this is a very important part. Okay. So let's just get rid of this, get a nice. Yeah, so we're all good here. Right, now you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, you've got this 3 dots here, okay? Yeah. This is where we're going to go for activity 2. We're going to click that, and we're going to duplicate it. Duplicate it. Now, what does that mean? It means we're going to have 2 of the same things. Look, they're down at the bottom here. You see?
Cool.
Yeah.
Version 1.
Why can't I zoom in anymore? Oh, there we go. It's not working when I'm on top of those. That's bizarre. Okay, yeah, down here, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So they're exactly the same thing. Why do we need that? Or what the devil is happening? Well, that's because in this second one now, we're going to turn this into something that has movements, it has time on it, it has animation on it. Might even have my own face on there, maybe a little character, something like that. But we're going to make this into a video. Splendid. Right. So how are we going to do that, I hear you ask? Well, let's get cracking. So first thing first is I'm going to see this train that we put in the background. Yes, I do. I hear you say. Well, I'm going to select it and go to animation. Okay. Now with animations, you've got an in animation, you've got a loop animation, and you've got an out animation. Right. So I'm going to animate it in. Do I want it to wobble in? Whoa, that's new.
No.
See that? No, not want that. Thank you. What's a barn door? Oh, that was quite cool. But I think I'm just going to get it to slide in. Yes.
Yeah.
So if I click slide in, now suddenly what has happened to the bottom here? I've now got, yeah, I know. I've now got something time based on my kind of canvas here. And if I play, it's a very short animation. It's not very good, to be perfectly honest. And that's because you need to go into the sliders here. You see those? Click the sliders. Right. First thing I want it to do is I want it to start outside the page. You see that? Then the direction is coming in from the right. Happy with that. Duration. Now, whenever you convert something into a video, the automatic duration of your scene is 5 seconds. So maybe I want this to animate in for like, I don't know, 3 seconds, something like that.
That's
nice.
Yeah.
That was cool. Let's just get a little zoomy zoom on that and see what we think. Are you ready? Choo-choo. Bosh.
Yeah. Very
nice.
Cool.
So that's my first bit of animation done. Right. Now the other bit of animation, well, not animation at all. Do you want to have a little go at that?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Or shall I do something else to give people a little bit of meat on the bone?
Go on then. You do one more step. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, because that was dead easy, to be perfectly honest. What you could do is go to this secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. Select that one, and maybe I'll do a bit of typewriter on there. I like it.
Yeah. Makes you read. Read.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then what's the sort of seconds? 10 seconds. Blimey. I think about 3 seconds again would be good. There we go. And so whenever you press play on this, you've got the train coming in and the text is animating as well. So have a little go at those two, Mr. Jones, if you wouldn't mind.
Right, so here we go. So I'm going to tap on my train, first of all. Here we go.
Oh, have you duplicated your page?
No, I haven't. Right, let's do that. Right, so to duplicate my page, all the way down there on the bottom right-hand side, we've got the 3 dots. Give it a tap, and we can choose duplicate. There we go.
So two are the same.
Page 1, we're going to leave that alone. Page 2, we're going to turn it into this wonderful video project. So let's tap on the train. I'm going to go to animation. And, you know, I think slide or drift is going to be the ones. So let's go for slide. It keeps doing this crazy zoom out, which I'm not sure why it does that. And I'm going to bring the duration all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
Because my train's right on the side of the page, I think it needs to be possible. I'm not going to fade, and I am going to start outside the page. Right. Let's try and zoom in and click play. Yeah, that works. That's cool. Right. Now then, my text over on the right-hand side in the gray shape. Let's go for that, like a ticket shape. Click on that, and I'm going to go to animation in. Now then, this time we can use one of our text visibility presets. So maybe we'll try some fade. Nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the timing of that. That's fine for me. So let's play those two together. Yeah, there we go. All right, what's next, Dom?
Okie dokie. Right. Let us take a look. Let's go. Right. Now, what I want to do is of course, I want to get myself on there. what's the point if I can't get myself on there? So I'm gonna be at the top here, and then you got the Underground Railroad. So I'm gonna be like the sort of narrator, presenter on this, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go to media on the left-hand side. I'm gonna go to videos, and I'm going to record myself. Okay, I'll click there. Okay, this little preview box comes up. Hello, hello, hello. And all I'm going to do is, I mean, I can kind of use this screen as a perfect kind of script, I suppose. So I'm going to read from this. It's the Underground Railroad, the secret network of people, a secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. That's what I'm going to read right on here, right now. So let's go. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. Now, you'll notice that at the end, I waited about 3 seconds. Okay, and I'll show you why that is in a sec. But let me just save recording. So if you're going to do this, you might also just hold it at the end, because you can always trim it at the end. Doesn't matter. Okay, so my video's gone in here. Now the first thing I want to do is kind of, well, I can remove the background. We've got background Bazza over there. Right. Give him a click. Come on, Bazza, do your thing, because I want to get all of this like really bland like office out the background.
Oh, those so, styles are lovely. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So I'm kind of putting myself roughly in the kind of place to be. Is around about up here. Background Baz is going to background away. Let's give him 3, 2, 1. Bosh! Yeah. While that's going, that's fine. But also, I think what I'm going to do, you can see at the top of my layer stack here. I want it to tuck under, the blue, the secret network. So I'm just going to bring it down, 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 bring it down. Yes, there's the blue. Right. So it doesn't even if I go over here. Still not go. Now, it's popped out.
Dom, you're breaking up a bit.
And go to the Underground Railroad. The secret.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. You broke up there, but I think you're back. Okay,
let me know if you can hear the sound. Okay.
Good now, you're good. Yeah,
the Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. And then I waited 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 seconds, fine. Now, you can see in my layer stack over on the right-hand side, it's not underneath the Underground Railroad. And if I look over on, you can see my shoulders just in front. Now, Jones would probably like that. He'd be like, what a lovely design point.
Like that, yeah.
It's doing that thing again. How am I going to get back to this now? Oh, Express.
Refresh.
Refresh. There we go. And then if I zoom out again. Right. You can see my incredibly broad shoulders are coming in front of the railroad there. So in my layer stack, what I want to do is I want to bring myself behind that. Perfect. Okay. Jones, have a little go at that and see how you get on.
Right. Oh, yeah, no probs. So I've got no room up on the top there at all. So I've just
been the bottom left.
Yeah, I've just made some room down there in the bottom left. So that's a good little catch. Good little catch for me to put myself into there. Right. So let's go to media on the left hand side. Just here, media. And then up at the top, videos and record yourself. All right. So here we go. Do I want to allow Express to use my camera and microphone? Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe.
You can't see it, but my camera's just popped up exactly like Dom's did. So now then, what I did last time, it worked better than it, Dom, was that I actually held the camera. Because if you leave it on the table, it's looking up your nose,
At a great angle.
Yeah, so let's do this. Right, okay. Now then, there's the camera. There it is. I'm reading that bit up the top. Okay, here we go. So start recording. Counting me down. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. But it wasn't a real train. And then we had that little pause at the end.
Nice.
And then it pops up. Okay, cool. So let's save the recording. Oh, there we are, guys. Right. So let's get rid of my my walls, light and computer.
You've broken the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. That's where the magic happens.
The glamour.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, gosh, I look angry. I look like an angry man there. Right. So I'm just gonna resize it. Oh, there we go. Background Baz is ready to go. Here he is. Okay. Do your thing, Baz. Give him a tap. Thanks, Barry. And then I'm gonna just, whilst he's doing that, you can still kind of do things like move your video clip around. So I'm gonna try to fit in kind of there. It's probably.
I reckon you should flip it as well.
I know. The Adobe logo on my T-shirt will be the wrong way around. I suppose I could
just bring yourself. Yeah.
Do that, couldn't I? Let's try it. Position, flip. Yeah, it does make more sense. You're right. There we go. So let's just
that's nice. That's perfect.
The red of my T-shirt's even going to blend in with the background color as well.
Inspired. Absolutely inspired. Barry this time, isn't he?
There we go.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Yeah. So let's give it a whirl. I think we got volume. Should have
Open
volume.
up your edit timeline thing just so people can see that it's definitely a video timeline. There you go.
There we go. There you go. Scrub through it. Right, let's give it a go. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. But it wasn't a real train.
Nice.
Cool.
Wonderful. Right. Okay, I'm going to take you off there. I'm going to add this one in now. If you've been listening closely and following instructions as normal, you will have an extra space over the other side of your graphic here. And you'll notice that I didn't say it wasn't a real train. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to record myself again. And then in my head, I'm going to sort of wait. I'm going to say the Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. And then out loud, I'm going to say, it wasn't a real train. Okay? Let's see how this one works. Let's see how it works. Okay.
What could go wrong?
Do you know what? I was doing that to tell you that I was kind of waiting for that bit to come up. Oh, do you know what? I don't even think I need to do this.
You could just plonk it at the end of your...
I'll just do it. It wasn't a real train, and I'm going to have myself animate up and down again. Right, reset. Okay, I'm just going to go, it wasn't a real train. Okay, you ready? It wasn't a real train. Okay, save recording. Now, this is television, this. So, what I need to do here is I need to resize myself. I'm going to pop it over there.
Pop up from.
Hey?
Where are you going to put him? Over that side?
Yeah, I'm going to put him over this side.
All right.
And then, right, so I'm going to wait for background Bazza. He's not ready yet. He's not ready to do it yet. That's fine.
Well, you could sort the timeline out whilst you're waiting for Baz, can you?
Yeah, I can sort my timeline out. So you can see that at the moment, this is at the start. So if I played them both, the Underground
wasn't
Railroad,
a real
the
train.
secret network that helped over 100. That's not working, is it? What I need to find is the point at which this clip needs to start. So it's when I stop talking on the left.
People escape to freedom.
Right there. So now I'm going to bring my other clip over and I'm going to pop it in around about there. Right. Let's see if that would work.
Escape to freedom. It wasn't a real train.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the stuff. This is the stuff we're after. Right, background Baz is available. Look, he's there, pointing. Let's go for him. He's back. Right, Baz is back. Now, I want to make this a bit bigger to try and match the same level of Swede that I've got on the other side. While he's removing the background, I'm going to put some animation on it. So animate in. Yeah. I'm going to rise in. Yeah. Rise in. Click that again. Start outside the page. No fade in. Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe duration would be quite quick. Why is it coming down so far? Not quite sure.
Maybe you can come in from the right-hand side would be better, you know, like travel to the left.
Yeah, that's true. It might be easier. So let's go to drift. And then no fade, coming from the left. Yeah, nice. Coming over a little bit far there. Maybe bring the duration right down. So maybe need to move myself back here. And then don't forget that I put myself behind the blue. So I'm going to go down and 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 down. I'm going to go behind the blue. I just put it right next to where my other one was because that was the right place. Okay, let's have a look now. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. It wasn't a real train.
Ah, brilliant.
Oh, man. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do another live lesson for the entire year because I'm never getting better than that.
I'm so upset that I did it perfectly in one video, you know?
Do you know what would make this even better, though? Do you know what would be an even better? Is at the end of this video here on the left-hand side, is if I actually looked over to my other character.
Yeah, I did a double take.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That's me.
Right. Now let's check out the because also we've got the typewriter text. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over. So that type as it comes in is pretty fast. So maybe the duration I can bring that right up, like I don't know, 7 seconds. See if that makes a difference. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. It wasn't a real train. Coming in like the boss at the end. Love it. Right. Well, we've got 2 minutes left.
On it, Dom.
Should we take a soundtrack on?
Or even some sound effects. Like some sound effects would be good.
Oh, hello. Challenge. Okay. Right. So we want to put some sound effects on. Let's go to media. Let's go to audio. What kind of sound effects you choose?
Train.
Okie dokie. L Train Chicago. No, that doesn't sound very trainy.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, that's what I want, isn't it? Japanese traffic. What on earth? None of these seem very trainy, do they?
No.
What's bicycle train? No, absolutely not. Maybe like railway. I'm surprised there's not more. What is that?
It's not a train.
It's not a train at all, is it? Oh well, sound effects. I'm not going to do any of them.
Lo-fi music on there, I reckon.
Prairie dance. That sounds a bit happy. I'm not sure that would be entirely what we're going for here. Well, let's see. Ideas based on your file. Old country loop. That was good.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. Yeah, stick that on there.
People escaping on an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. But what do I need to be careful of here?
Probably at 100% is going to be a bit too loud.
Yeah, too much. Let's bring it all the way down to like 18. And I'll fade it out as well. Don't mind it coming in, but I want to fade it out. And let's see how it comes out. The Underground Railroad, the secret network that helped over 100,000 enslaved. I think it's got to come even less. People escape to freedom. It wasn't a real train. Nice. Look at that. Class. Right, you can download it there. MP4, yes, please. Video resolution 720 is fine. And then you can also click share. And if you create a view-only link, not only will you get a link which shares your video that you've just created, but also you can see here, it will share your graphic too.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So we're going to create a link there. And that is how you ace Black History Month with the use of Adobe Express.
Nice. Brilliant. Wow,
There we
enjoyed that.
go. Yeah,
Hey,
no,
teachers,
great. Wasn't it?
if you join live, teachers, share the same link with other teachers in your school or friends that work in other schools, because obviously, you know, anybody can use this activity all month. You know, we got a whole month from today. So share the link. The link to the live lesson actually takes you to the recording of the live lesson after the fact. You know, you can use this again if you're teaching another class later on in the month. You know, share it about
Absolutely.
and get registered for all of the other live lessons we've got coming up between now and Christmas. They're all on the form.
Yes.
Adobe.ly/live lessons.
We've got National Poetry Day tomorrow. Next week, we've also got Mental Health Week on Thursday and Friday. So come along to that. And the one on the Friday, the 10th as well, is also T. Cloud Jones Day, one of the best days of the year.
Great. Thanks,
A
Dom.
pleasure as always. And we'll see you on the next one.